Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach and Off channel. In this video we are looking at the Game Week 10 review of FPL for the 2023-24 season. And I guess another above average week, which was nice with 78 points. Game week rank of about 1.8 mil, and we held our overall rank, so around the high 200,000 mark. So we'll call that a win, I think. But as we look at the team, we could have done potentially a bit better. So Matt Turner in goal with 2 points. Must have conceded a goal. Conceded a few against Liverpool. So 5 saves probably helped me out there with getting that extra point. Simi Cass, clean sheet. Cash, maybe an assist. No, clean sheet and a yellow card, okay. There we go, that's how we get to that. Trippier with no points, so I believe it was more of a yellow card and goals issue. Yep, cool. And Buemo with a 13, which was really nice. Salah with, pretty sure he scored 8, yeah, so double that for 16. Obviously, we've got a couple of higher scorers in our team. So, particularly Haaland with his 16. Son scoring 10, Madison with the 6, and then Gordon and Alvarez both blanking this week. And then on our bench, we had Areola, so we could have scored an extra point with playing Areola over Turner. And in fact, with them playing Liverpool, I don't know why we didn't do that. I must have forgot to save it. Archer, wouldn't have really helped us out too much anyway. So that's the team and how they went. In terms of moves this week, yeah, not really too sure. I know we've talked about maybe, trying to upgrade Archer through maybe downgrading Embuemo. So if we go to Chelsea players, midfield. So Palmer, so did blank on the weekend. He's had a nice run of 3 games, but playing 90 minutes is a good sign. These next 3 fixtures are pretty tough though, so it is still possible. I guess it's more around the options of who do we bring in for Archer. And so if we have a bit of a look, Watkins blanked on the weekend against Luton. Still has a couple of nice fixtures, but then the swing is coming with a few tougher ones. The interesting one is Nketiah from Arsenal. So started on the weekend and scored a hat trick, admittedly against Sheffield. So that's not the most difficult fixture. But if you look at his minutes, other than the Chelsea game, it looks like he has been starting in the number 9 spot. So if you could get, the Arsenal number 9 for 5.5, you're not doing too bad. I'm not sure what the story is with Gabriel Jesus. So hamstring injury, should be back in a couple of weeks. So tough fixture against Newcastle, then probably back for the Burnley fixture. So I don't think Nketiah is the long-term answer, although it would be quite easy to get to him from where he is. Vissa we've had previously, but as you can see, the returns a bit sporadic. He's gone long stretches of 90 minutes with no returns, and tough fixtures coming up there too. So maybe not him. Nunez, don't think he's starting consistently enough to pick him. You can see it's sort of every second game week he's in, so we don't want that in our team. Isak is currently injured, so not worth worrying about. Wilson, I suppose, has probably picked up where Isak has dropped off, so probably wouldn't want to pick him long term. And then after that, it's all much of a muchness, I think, at that point. So, yeah, I think unless you want to go all the way up to Watkins, there's not really a better option at the moment. So we might just stick with the team as it is this week. I didn't really look too deeply at midfielders and defenders, but Saka got an assist, so he continues to go all right. Obviously, I think it's between him and Madison for that sort of slot. You could downgrade Son, I suppose, to Saka and get similar returns. But as you can see, Son has got a few points on him so far, hence the elevated price tag. Neto's still out with a hamstring injury, so might be a miss. How did Chan go? He got a goal against Newcastle, so probably I guess would become more the focal point with Neto being out. Zoboslai is an interesting one. A couple of assists on the weekend, 3 bonus points, but that's again quite sporadic returns. So at 7 mil, we could probably do better. Yeah, nothing else really stands out. And in defence, so Anderson, I think, got some good returns, got an assist, that's right. But a couple of goals and a yellow card sort of brought his score back to a reasonable amount. And you can see, even if we just look at the totals, 50s, 40s, compare that to the midfielders. So the top midfielders are, in the 60s, forwards probably about the same. Actually, forwards aren't too bad. So it seems to be midfielders where the scoring is happening. So pretty happy with the balance of funds at the moment through the midfield, and obviously, having a cheap forward doesn't really matter. Cheap defenders probably doing just as good a job as the big hitters. So yeah, I think it's all in all, it's looking pretty good. So I guess that just means we'll look at the team going forward. So you've got Turner against Villa immediately at home, or Areola against Brentford away. Um, Probably depends. We're probably going to back and Boomo in over Gordon. So I think for that reason we might stick with Turner in goal. We are playing cash, but hopefully it's like a nil or draw sort of situation would be best for our team. Newcastle and Arsenal, another one we probably want a low score in. Can't see it happening, but that's fine. So then we've got to make a decision on captain. So I guess, we've got the big three. So Haaland at home to Bournemouth, a bit of form back. Salah against Luton at Luton. I think we might stick with Salah as captain. The temptation is to change, and generally when you do that, then it comes back to bite you. So this could still come back to bite me. It's a toss of the coin, really, whichever you prefer. Um, but yeah, we'll go with Salah, I think, against Luton. So not really much change there at all. Just Embuemo in for Gordon, but we'll save that. And I think the plan is to bank the trade, and we'll have a couple of trades to maybe do something a bit funkier next week, perhaps. Because yeah, we've got game week 11, and then is it the international break? No, that's two. So next one. So we'll have two trades going into the international break. So might even be a case of using one and then trying to roll the two into that international break. But we'll wrap the video up there. No need for a long one. At this point, it's all just cruising along nicely. But yeah, as always, if you've got any thoughts or comments, feel free to get them in the section below this video. If you enjoy the Fantasy Premier League content, remember to give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel for all the fantasy content. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.